Luo Feng was comprehending the materials on the 24 phases life forms, and could also sense Morosa's practice progress at any time. Morosa's digestion is very slow this time. Luo Feng noticed that Morosa first spent more than 100 days swallowing blood, and then began to swallow muscles. He was very careful and meticulous. After more than 1,000 days, all the bones were completely devoured. After swallowing all the bits and pieces, Morosa opened its bloody mouth and swallowed the hundreds of millions of kilometers long tail directly into the world in its body. After swallowing it, Morosa also began to transform. He returned to his true appearance. Snow-white scales began to appear on his body, and his entire body began to emit a holy light. This holy light seemed to cleanse everything. This invisible aura made Luo Feng's heart tremble. This Morosa just broke through to the second-level God King, and his body naturally evolved? Luo Feng secretly sighed. Even if a cultivator has achieved a breakthrough, he still needs to comprehend the corresponding secret method. Just like he must comprehend the 24 phases form, then obtain the 24 phases form materials, and then cooperate with the invisible and formless abilities, and finally the physical body can be transformed. The world beasts are perfect life forms when they are born. On the road of growth, they are perfect in all aspects and go straight to the ultimate. The law of the physical body, the law of the domain, the law of assassination, all kinds of secret methods. Once you grow to the corresponding level, you will naturally learn them. We must have a comparison after he has completely digested the food. Luo Feng was looking forward to it. Little fellow Xian Yu has also broken through? Luo Feng realized that his second disciple Xian Yu had finally broken through to the Chaos Realm. Blade River Sect, the main hall of the sect headquarters. Luo Feng's registered disciples have arrived in the hall one by one. Blade River Sect was founded by the overlord of the Origin continent. It was established relatively recently, only 100 epochs ago. Those who are qualified to enter the main hall of the sect headquarters, they were only Luo Feng's direct disciples, registered disciples, and 2 elders. Senior brother Xian Yu is really amazing. During this retreat, he directly reached the Chaos Realm. He is the first person to break through to the Chaos Realm since the founding of our Blade River sect. The registered disciples are envious and expectant, and they also look forward to the day when they will achieve a breakthrough themselves. Suddenly, Mayu Qingyan, dressed in a green robe, walked in. Big brother, big brother. All of these registered disciples bowed respectfully. After all, Big Brother was the first disciple of the Master. He is also a disciple of Elder Luo Sa, and his status in the sect is unquestionable. Mayu Qingyan smiled and nodded, and chatted briefly with his fellow junior brothers and sisters. Big Brother can still laugh. This time, Senior Brother Xian Yu has reached the Chaos Realm and will soon become an elder, with the same status as Elder Luo Sa. For a cultivator, it ultimately depends on one's own strength. The eldest brother is still a little lacking in strength. These registered disciples appeared enthusiastic and respectful on the surface, but they also knew about some changes within the sect, and naturally countless disciples believed more in Senior Brother Xian Yu. Soon, Senior Brother Xian Yu in blue clothes walked in. His sword had completely disappeared, but as a being in the Chaos Realm, his life level was naturally much stronger. Brother Xian Yu, Senior Brother Xian Yu. The registered disciples became more sincere and respectful. Second Junior Brother. Mayu Qingyan also looked at his junior brother with a smile, and was quite moved. He had tried very hard. However, those who took the bloodline route were unable to reach the Chaos Realm, while the second junior brother, who took the law route, had the infinite divine body and had already reached the Chaos Realm. The difference in talent between them is too huge. Xian Yu also looked at Mayu Qingyan and said politely, Big brother, second junior brother, your breakthrough this time is a happy event for the entire Blade River sect. Mayu Qingyan said, you are the first Chaos Realm cultivator cultivated by Blade River sect since its establishment. Xian Yu smiled and said, in the future, there will be more Chaos Realm people appearing in Blade River sect. I'm just taking a step ahead temporarily, it's not worth mentioning. And with the accumulation of the eldest brother, I believe that reaching the Chaos Realm is not far away. There's still a long way to go. Mayu Qingyan laughed at himself. The 2 of their direct disciples were talking, and the registered disciples were listening on the side. Suddenly, an invisible aura enveloped the area. Mayu Qingyan, Xian Yu, and 10 registered disciples all looked up at the main hall. Luo He, dressed in a silver robe, sat high on the throne in the main hall. Sitting at the lower left was the original elder. Master, Mayu Qingyan and Xian Yu. The two direct disciples immediately saluted respectfully. Master! All registered disciples followed suit and saluted. These disciples all went through hardships before they joined Blade River sect. They knew very well that there were ancient and terrifying existences in the entire Origin continent, and among the many surrounding kingdoms, the Kingdom Lord of Food Kingdom, the Kingdom Lord of U Kingdom, and the City Lord Luo he were the three major powers. Being able to have the City Lord Luo he as a teacher is definitely like holding on to a strong thigh. Luo Sa is in seclusion and couldn't come. Luo Feng looked down and said with a smile, Exine you can achieve the Chaos Realm in such a short time, which shows that you have great talent. From today on, you will also become the elder of my Blade River sect.
Yes.
Exine Yu replied. Luo Feng waved his hand. Immediately, a complete set of Chaos Realm ultimate weapons and secret treasures, as well as a green jade bottle and a black jade bottle flew out at the same time. Give me a set of secret treasures, 10 billion cosmic sands, and 10 treasures to assist in cultivation, Luo Feng said calmly. Exine Yu looked at the treasures flying towards him. He could feel that each of those weapons and secret treasures was very terrifying. Each one was probably the best among the treasures in the Chaos Realm. A whole set might cost 2 or 3 billion cosmic sands. There are also 10 treasures to assist in spiritual practice, all of which are rare treasures for spiritual practice that are difficult to buy in the outside world. On the contrary, the billions of cosmic sands are the most common. Thank you, Master. Exine Yu now felt the benefit of worshipping a terrifying overlord. Even a little bit of what he was given would be difficult for him to accumulate even after many years of hard work. The other disciples also looked jealous. Master, you are so generous. Luo Feng didn't think it was much. Like many marginal kingdoms, those who join the Chaos Realm can get a Chaos State as a fiefdom. The value of a fiefdom is much more than what Luo Feng gave. Of course, the Chaos State fiefdom relies on a steady stream of gains, slowly gaining some benefits, and it completely binds the Chaos Realm. Once it is separated, the fiefdom must be returned. Luo Feng's gift is a complete gift. Moreover, as the disciples grow and make contributions, more will be bestowed. This is also the reason why practitioners are eager to take a super strong person as their master. As Luo Feng became stronger, these treasures were no longer worth mentioning to him. Yuan was watching from the side, and he was also a beneficiary. Luo Feng also gave Yuan a lot of the Chaotic Origin Crystal Spirit Fruit, and even the treasures suitable for practicing in the Chaos Realm that Luo Feng obtained from some treasure lands. Luo Feng is doing his best to supply Yuan, because this is the second pillar of the human race. Luo Feng treated Exine Yu in the normal way as his own disciple. There is naturally a difference in the resource supply of both parties. Moreover, Yuan's talent. Luo Feng could also feel that it was stronger than Exine Yu's. Now he already had the strength that matched the status of a guest official of the Chaos Realm, the peak strength of the Chaos Realm. Yuan, he absorbed some inheritance from the inheritance hall of the Flame Wind Ancient Kingdom and paved his own way. Now, there is no difference between his real body and the illusory clone, and the strength he exerts is exactly the same. It's just too difficult to open up a path. Yuan, it was not the orthodox great Tao of world origin, but a fusion of illusion and reality. The illusory path was opened up by himself, and the real path is the great Tao of world origin. The combination of the two is the fusion of illusion and reality. It's too difficult to open up a path. Luo Feng glanced at Yuan, who was standing beside him. He opened up the great Tao of life and death for himself, but till now he has not figured out the branches of the great Tao. Inside the Star Tower, after more than half an epoch of devouring and absorbing, Morosa finally absorbed all the essence of the corpses of the chaotic origin bloodline creatures and stopped practicing. Morosa, how do you feel? Luo Feng looked at Morosa in front of him. Morosa was in his true appearance at this moment, with snow-white scales all over his body, and the scales on his head even formed a crown naturally. Morosa stood there, and the holy light naturally shone in all directions, and the invisible power was extremely terrifying. I feel good. Morosa looked at Luo Feng. I feel stronger than you, Master. Haha. Luo Feng laughed. It seems you want to be beaten. Master, come on. I don't believe you can beat me. Morosa felt that he was stronger than ever before. The evolution of his body, the natural growth of his soul, and the origin of destruction were one and the same. His spiritual will were constantly growing, and at this moment he had reached the bottleneck of the God King's limit. In every way, Morosa felt fearless. Then let's give it a try. As Luo Feng said this, a Luofeng in silver clothes appeared beside him. Luofeng in silver clothes transformed into a dazzling silver blade light and slashed towards Morosa. Morosa stood there, his holy light shining in all directions. As the silver blade light approached, it became slower and slower. When it was about 10 feet away from Morosa, the silver blade light stopped completely. Master, your clone can't even touch me. Morosa smiled. I'm not like those flawed second-level god kings like the Lord of the Food Kingdom. I have no shortcomings in any aspect. Domain, energy, physical body, close combat. My clone, I can't break my domain. Morosa looked at Luofeng. Interesting. Luofeng looked at Morosa. Then I'll try my best. Suddenly, a huge monster descended from another level of the Star Tower. It was the extremely majestic silver-clad Luofeng. The aura of this extremely majestic silver-clad Luofeng is no less powerful than that of Morosa, and he also holds an extremely huge blood shadow knife in his hand. That's interesting. Morosa observed the towering silver-robed Luofeng and grinned. Come on, I'll let you use 3 moves first. Morosa was extremely confident. He had grown greatly after absorbing the chaotic origin bloodline creature. He naturally understood many of the secret techniques of the second-level God King. He just felt that he could deal with his master by using any tricks he wanted. Give me 3 moves? Luofeng's body represents 1/3 of the world life form. Controlling such a body puts a heavy burden on Luofeng's spiritual will. However, Luofeng was still able to activate the move engraved by the Blood Shadow Blade. This was also Luofeng's strongest state when he did not use the Star Tower. Morosa looked at Luofeng leisurely and stood there, allowing Luofeng to attack. Luofeng drew his blade. The blade light was so bright and dazzling that even Morosa was dazzled. An extremely dazzling blade. All the power of Luofeng's huge world life form is accumulated, and then it explodes completely. This explosion of mighty power crushed over, with a similar flavor to the huge stars crushing over in Lai Yuan technique. When Morosa sensed this scene, he had already been tricked. First, an invisible force penetrated and eroded Morosa's body. When he realized he was hit, the mighty and overwhelming power was already before his eyes, and there was no escape. It crushed Morosa's body. Morosa's body was eroded, cut, strangled, crushed, and annihilated. All kinds of destructive forces merged into one, destroying this body. The master is the master. Even a first-level God King can unleash such powerful power. It's really terrifying. 99% of Morosa's body was crushed, but invisible energy was still gathering, and the vague figure was saying, "But master, I am a world beast. You want to kill me with the trick of Great Tao of Destruction origin? It's not an easy task." In the blink of an eye, Morosa had fully recovered, with holy light shining in all directions without any damage. There are 2 more moves. Morosa looked at Luofeng with a smile. Next.